So as you know, SD-WAN, it's a very compelling offer for enterprise businesses to deliver their businesses. Most of the SD-WAN services are contracted with SLA. And effectively today, there are no one single solution that allow to provide visibility and insight to one, report on those SLA and protect those SLA. So this is what we've been addressing in this predictive experience assurance solution, where we provide real-time analytics on the quality of service of this SD-WAN service in real time with actionable insight on it. We do prediction every 10 minutes. We predict how the capacity, how critical KPIs will be looking in the next hour, so that it provides this proactive insight and enable proactively to repair or to detect anomalies and to act proactively. And finally, it contains also an automation engine allowing us to automatically automate certain business processes to proactively resolve certain situations. So the main use cases it addresses, it reports at the service health of SD-WAN for the client, for each client, on the past, reactive, as well as the future, predictive future. It provides visibility on the underlay, all the links related and the quality of the service provider links to provide this SD-WAN service. And finally, the recommendation and action in a programmatic fashion to react quickly and resolve some of those situations. So the solution delivered addresses two main persona. The first one is for the NOC, Network Operation Center of the business unit of a CSP that deliver SD-WAN servers. But equally, we illustrate how we can expose some of these dashboard, especially SLA, to customers through a customer portal. So let me show you first about how the NOC can use the solution. In this main dashboard, we can see all the customers that they have subscribed to SD-WAN service, their contracted SLA, and an aggregated view of where they stand in real time vis-a-vis their contracted SLA. Equally, we report on the predictive side about how many sites, how many offices or edges in the SD-WAN terminology that are breaching or will be breaching their capacity, their real capacity, and will have capacity outage. This is the evolution of the health index, which is associated to the contracted SLA in real time. As we can see here, for this particular customer, we can see that the SLA of health index, service health index of the SD-WAN is not reaching the level that it is contracted. And we can see that there are two sides that are where the prediction is highlighting more need in terms of capacity. So let's start first by looking further in details about what's happening, why this customer is not having the right level of SLA. So as you can see in one click, we go from the aggregated health index for this customer, directly have a view of all the sites, all the offices per name, per city, the status of the site, whether it is connected, the number of link underlay that are delivering the service on this site, the overall SLA for each site, and the volume of traffic per site. As we can see on this particular view, we can see that there are about 6 customers not meeting their SLA. We can geographically localize them on a map, and we can equally select them and deep dive to the underlay. So here, from one click again, we are able to again on those sites that are violating the SLA, identify the links, all the links, the performance of the underlay, and detect that the issue is related to the quality of the underlay, in this particular example, about latency in and latency out, which is not at the rendezvous of the SLA. We also showed that there are two sites where the prediction in terms of capacity is above the traffic is above the capacity of the site. Here again, these are the two sites, and what we can see that the prediction, we have one line that shows us the prediction and the real capacity. And as shown, we, at this particular time, we had forecasted that for the next hour, the site capacity, required site capacity should be 110% of the existing capacity. And effectively 1 hour after, we see that the capacity is at 100%. Similarly, we can see that those sites are having mobile broadband connectivity that possibly could be activated to deal with this spike of traffic. But in this particular case, this was not done automatically. So with our automation framework, we are able to automatically detect the sites where there is a broadband connectivity available on those sites, that it is not active, and automatically, if these two conditions are met, automatically activate those mobile broadband link through completely automated framework, so that the traffic can be, the capacity of the traffic can be increased on those sites. We mentioned about the customer portal. This is a typical dashboard. This is a typical dashboard that can be exposed to customer A via, weekly, daily, or via access, autonomous access to the dashboard, where the customer can see in real time what's happening on his sites and various location. Another interesting information that we can expose is about the underlay and the performance of the underlay. So again, this information here is an aggregation of all the performance, the SLA, of all the service provider that are delivering the connectivity in this location. We can see that in this particular department, there are about 6 service providers, and 2 of them are having performance issue in this particular region. So what this tells? It tells that, one, if a customer is facing issues in this area and he knows that his connectivity is related to service provider 1 or 2, he understands why this performance is degraded. But also it tells him that in case he wants to add a new site in this particular region, maybe he should avoid using service provider 1 or service provider 2 connectivity and rely more on the other service provider to deliver the service. Finally, as mentioned at the beginning, the SD-WAN is contracted through SLA. And in order to guarantee the SLA, there is a heavy dependency on the underlay, the service provider connectivity. So this also provides insight to the communication service provider who is providing the SD-WAN service that, for example, in order to commit and to deliver the SLA in this particular region, maybe those 2 service providers need to be excluded or removed from, as a condition from the contracted SLA. So in a nutshell, it provides a comprehensive solution. This solution provides a comprehensive set of capability that will allow the service provider to assure and to protect the SLA, to act in real time, proactively, and in an automated fashion on his SD-WAN offer to maintain the service, but equally provide visibility to the customers through customer portal about the quality of the service SD-WAN and the contracted SLA, where it stands vis-a-vis the contracted SLA.